So I've been meaning to do this follow-up video for a while now, and it seems like a good time to do it. And before I continue, I obviously have to put it out there that I'm standing with all the people on strike right now. Because it shouldn't be controversial or rocket science to think that people should be paid what they're owed, deserve, or are worth. And that goes for everyone in any industry, not just the entertainment industry. Can we just all agree that we're being controlled by a bunch of sociopaths? Okay, moving on. And of course, the thing that brought all of this sort of to a boiling point, the last proverbial straw, if you will, is AI and how it's being used. Because the entertainment industry saw all that it could do and learned all the wrong lessons from that. Like, the big utopian wet dream is that robots and AI are going to replace all the menial jobs and the hard-to-do jobs and stuff, so that human beings will have more life to pursue art and science and all the other stuff that they actually want to do, not replace all the artists and the great minds and stuff. I say all of that, not only because I believe it, but because I'm really hoping you don't kick me right in the throat when I say this next part. Everyone striking and everyone doing what they're doing on that front should continue to do it because it's the right thing to do. But I still think there's a place for AI in the entertainment industry. Not the face! Please? Let me explain. The problem here is that AI is being seen as this amazing thing that can replace human beings for doing their jobs. When the nuanced, much more complicated truth is, AI is an amazing thing that can help people do their jobs better. For this, I'm going to focus on AI art, but I have a lot of feelings on automation and stuff in general that I'll probably do in another video. So AI art. Almost universally, by training machines on other people's art without the artist's permissions to generate their own. First of all, don't do that. But still, I still feel there is a place for all of that in an artist's workflow. There are some weird ethical things that we still need to straighten out, but I still think it's possible. AI should not replace artists outright. But I can foresee how artists might use AI art generators, under very strict circumstances, to get inspirations for finalized artwork that they themselves do. Not just generate the finalized artwork and call it a day. Or maybe artists are able to train AI with their own art exclusively for jobs, so that no matter what, they're getting their credit and their pay where they're due. If you know that's possible, and I'm pretty sure it is. Like, not as a single-time payment, which seems to be the thing that a lot of people are leading with right now, but more of an ongoing, like, royalty kind of thing, whenever their artwork is being used repeatedly. Similarly, some companies are training their AI systems on art and writing and such that is in the public domain, or have gotten the express permission of some artists to allow their stuff into the training model. There's some moralistic things in there that feel a little grody to me, but there's effort being made, I guess. So training an AI to write yourself a script or a book based on a training model made from millions of copyrighted books and scripts and stuff, not cool. But training an AI writing assistant to help you write based on public domain works or specifically allowed source materials, that feels a little less terrible to me, I guess. I also just think, personally, if you make something with an AI, you have to give appropriate credit to the AI. You can't just say that you drew or wrote this and just get along with your life, because it's a big effing lie. You hear that, DeviantArt? In the very least, that AI should be counted as your co-writer. Written by Brenton Sides and bestseller bot 9000. And one of the more famous recent, and I guess depending on who you ask, heinous examples of all of this is what Corridor Crew did recently with their AI animations. I'm so torn on this. Because while the tech isn't quite there yet, and the results are not perfect, the fact that they pulled off what they pulled off, it's frankly astonishing. Even if on some level a lot of people are just considering it fancy rotoscoping. To their credit, I guess, Corridor Crew is paying an artist to do concept art and exclusively using their art for their projects from now on. Which I guess feels like a step in the right direction. And after all that, I still believe that AI has a pretty powerful part to play in future animation workflows. But you don't replace the animators with it. You help the animators with it. Like what some of the stuff, I guess, like EB Synth is doing. You use AI to help animate the frame-by-frame stuff or the tweening, which I can personally attest from, like, the little bit that I've done. It's one of the most grueling parts of the whole animation process. That way, animators still get to do their job, but they don't have to do all of the most annoying parts of it anymore, just less of it. See, I don't think that AI itself is the problem. They have enormous, life-changing, health-improving potential. It's just the way they're being implemented that's the problem. And who has their freaking money-grubbing little hands on them. Thankfully, I think what's going on right now with the strikes is turning the tide. Or has the potential to do it, anyway. And hopefully, the lesson that we can all learn from this is that AI, like other technology before it, can help us better realize our own humanity instead of suppressing it or taking it away. And that, you know, maybe we stop giving all the biggest and best decision-making jobs to the schoolyard bullies and the raging psychopaths. It's almost funny. We thought it was going to be Skynet and Terminators. Turns out it's David Zaslav and Bob Iger.